And there we go. Okay, so happy Monday. Do some more Master Magic with Soultrapped, or actually Rise of the Soultrapped DLC. This is a paid DLC that came out, I don't know, a little over a month ago now, I think. We're currently at turn 239 and stuff. I predict we may have a. We're currently not at war with anybody. We are in contact with all four wizards. All four wizards currently in contact with. Nobody's being super aggressive towards me, which is good. But if I remember correctly, two of the weaker wizards that are about the same level as me, probably a little bit higher, maybe. They've run out of area to expand into. So they have choices. They're either going to have to declare war on each other, or one of them's going to have to declare war on me, because we'll show you the map here in a second when it gets finished loading, so you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the world on Arcana. This is where we started. We are the blue. Then we have Raven to the west of us, and then we have Kali also to the west. And they're the two other small wizards. They are basically restricted to this area. Freya has that whole continent to herself, basically. She also expanded over to Mirror. Korax, he is a Mirran wizard. He basically has most of Mirror to himself. Although we did discover a tower that's open, I think. That's in our territory, I believe, that we should be able to expand over into Mirror. Over here on the right-hand side, I think is where it is. But you can see the purple for Freya. She's up there. She started expanding that way. They should be fighting each other, I would think, fairly soon, because he's opened up, or they've opened up another planar gates between them. So we'll see how that goes. But again, my main concern right now is Raven. As you can see, my neighbor. My neighbor. He doesn't have any real area to expand to, but I've expanded to the north, as you can see. Powerful opponents? Oh, there are. But this is the territorial situation at the moment. Like I said, they've run out of expansion areas for the most part. So again, I expect Raven to declare war on me any day now. You can actually take a look at diplomacy, what his issues are. So relations are troubled. And that's because we may have had a little bit of competition over some stuff, and I may or may not have trespassed on some of his territory unwillingly, and it happens, and that's what the troubled thing is. But he's lawful, so he's just not going to declare war on us just because. But, so there's that. Freya. I don't know why it's uneasy with us, other than because she's crazy, maniacal. So that's the only reason to explain that. And Korax's over on Mirror. Relations are tense. Not sure why there either. I may have walked. I think my scout over in Mirror may have trespassed a little bit. So that's why it's tense. But he's peaceful. And then Callie. Callie is neutral, and she's got an aggressive personality, but we have no real contact with each other, so that's why relations are neutral. So that's why we're doing well, as far as that goes. Now, having said all that stuff. So, this is our mirror. We are a custom wizard, of course, using the Merlin portrait. We have three heroes. We have Yer the Wind Mage. We picked him up last week. He basically has Windwalker as a power, which allows him to let his, as long as any units that move with him are flying, basically, over the territories, which makes his army a little bit more mobile than everybody else. He's not super strong himself, but that ability makes him, very useful. And then we have Ashan the Dervish. We've had him since the very beginning. When you do a custom setup for the game, you can choose to have a wizard, or not a wizard, a hero start with you, and he is the only hero you choose from, or get to choose from. And he is useful though because he gives you 10 gold per turn per level that he has. So it's a nice little income boost, especially as he starts leveling up. And then last but not least, we have Win the Beastmaster. He came to us looking for a job, and we said, sure, why not? We do have 3 books of chaos and 5 of sorcery. Why? Because we hadn't used chaos and sorcery in a while, so sure, why not? Why 3 and 5? Because we are an artificer and we're making magic items, and 5 sorcery is better than 5 chaos. And why 3 and 5? Well, specifically for it to be a tech master, you need at least 2 realms. And what do they call them? Realms? Spell books. 2 different realms. Yeah, okay, so you need to have at least 3 books and at least 2 realms. We could have went 3 and 3, but or could have went 3 realms and then 3 and something else, whatever. But again, doing the magic item stuff, sorcery with 5 books is preferred. So mainly because you get the cool spells like flight, invisibility, and magic immunity and that kind of stuff. Chaos, you have to go all the way up, I think, to 6 or 7 books to get the really good chaos stuff. At 3 books, you get some, you get like flaming weapons and, basic stuff. It's not horrible, but it's not, it's useful. Anyway, so Tech Master, basically this is the Soultrapped faction. What's cool about them is they get a bonus to their armor. All the units, they get a +4 bonus to their armor. They get some kind of cool immunities, some of them do. You get new spells. You get access to the tech spell book, which we'll show in a second. And you also start with these nice little recon or scouting units. They suck for combat, but they're really good for scouting, the Drona scouts. And you can summon more of them if you need them, because you get a spell for that as well. You also get a little spell called the Power Seeker spell, which will show you all the mana nodes on the map, and it'll also allow you to click on those nodes after casting that spell, and you can see what's actually in there defending the node. So, hey Chris, welcome back. Happy Monday. So, it's cool so far. I need a hero. This is useful when heroes come to you looking for work, or when you summon them, because instead of getting a choice of 1, this gives you an additional choice. Although, I don't know if this is bugged or they changed something in the game, because every time a hero comes to me with this on, I get 3 heroes to choose from. And it's only supposed to be 2. Unless they change something, because it used to be, 1 hero comes to you or you summon 1 and you go, do you want to hire this person or not? Right? So unless they change it to be 2 to choose from, and then they add this trait in so you get 3, I don't know. I don't know if it's a bug or not. It hasn't been fixed yet. And this has been out for almost a month, so who knows? And of course, I'll just figure out what it is. Anyway, history. How badly am I losing? I am the blue line. That's my army strength. So I'm somewhat worried about war. The thing is Raven's got to be careful too, because if he starts a war with me, Kali will probably declare war on him, because he will, be occupied. So there's that. Oh, and Freya has taken over the army lead. When did she do that? I didn't even notice that last week. But anyway, so purple, green, they're the ones to worry about. Magic power. Somehow we are in the middle of the pact with magic power. Magic power is essentially mana. Oh, somebody lost their capital. Raven did. So that's probably what's slowing Raven down. That's good. Anyway, so magic power. And as far as this goes, that's not a loss of your headquarters, of your capital. This is something else going on there. Not sure what. Maybe losing cities. They might be at war. Maybe. Research, this doesn't really mean much. Number of towns. Somehow, again, I'm above... Well, that's not somehow. It's because they're stuck in their expansion. I have room to expand. That's why I bypass them. And we'll probably never catch these 2. Although, Korax is flattened out for some reason. That means he's not expanding on Mirror for whatever reason. Fame. Fame, this isn't that important, but it gives you some idea. So nobody seems to be at war with each other. If they are, they're not really taking towns by the look of it. Because if they were, you'd see their lines do it like a mirror type thing of gains and negatives. Fame is usually a good indication of that. Gold income. This doesn't tell us too much, but somehow I'm not at the bottom. Complete bottom. Food income. This just affects how big your armies can be. And then mana income. So this is your extra power that's run over and you're using it to produce mana. So that's not too bad. We're slowly growing. But anyway, that's it. And victory. So that's where we are. So, I do, like I said, I do expect war from Bonehead over here. Mainly because he keeps walking around in territories that he really shouldn't be. But anyway. Oh, we meant to look at our spellbook too. More of Majesties we're casting, but... So we have a new realm for magic. The tech magic spells. So we have Scout, Power Seeker, that's the node detector, hero training. Oh, we're running this one. And what this does is all your heroes are level 5, period. When they come into they automatically get boosted up to level 5 when the spell is running. It's useful. Instead of having a newbie wizard or a hero for you, they all get bumped up to level 5. Multi-digger, this is a combination spirit and engineer. Why would you need that? Well, the downside to these things is they don't... The normal spirits that you can summon to go meld with nodes, these guys can do it too. However, the spirits can walk on water. These guys can't. These are just normal land units, so they're not as good for melding purposes because they can't, get across water sources. They have to walk there. Engineering, no big deal. And the only reason I can see using these is instead of having an upkeep of money and food, which engineers normally take, and the spirits take mana, these guys are just straight up mana upkeep of 2. So if you have a little bit extra mana and you don't have enough engineers, or you need somebody to do a melding for you real quick, these guys. So it's a questionable useful spell. Magic Bullet, this is a way to give your normal non-fantastic units that have range attacks a couple more shots. If they're just normal units, to get +2. If they're a construct, they get +3. Guess what the Soultrapped are? They're constructs, so they get 3 extra shots. Extract minerals. This is a nice little spell that I've been using, or trying to use. It's basically you create a mineral deposit on a hex belonging to one of your cities, as long as it's not next to another resource. It's fairly expensive to cast at 300, but it's there. It's a good way, and you don't get to choose what the mineral is. It's random, but still useful, especially for the Soultrapped, because the more minerals you have in the control area of a city, you get a bonus to the population growth of +5. So the more minerals you can get around one of their cities, the faster that city will grow. So it's a good spell for them to have. And the Technicarnation. This is a hero summon. It's supposed to be 2 heroes. I don't know if it's 2 individual heroes or if it's 2-in-1 type job. I have no idea. I haven't summoned them yet. But we're going to try to get them summoned today. But they're fairly expensive at 12 mana per turn and 500 to cost. Or cast. But we're going to try to cast that today if we can. Currently we're casting Aura of Majesty. Oh, this is to make everybody like us better. This is to influence everybody's thoughts about us. So, okay, so that's that. Questions. There'll be a test at the end of the stream. Researching. New spell to research. Research? Okay. So what should we research? Awareness, so we can see everything on the map. See the world. Oh, invisibility spell. Windwalking. So windwalking's a nice little spell. So upkeep 10. Ouch. Visibility upkeep 10 too. I'm gonna do invisibility. Lab City. Currently doing housing, so you can do something else. Bank. So keep them busy for a while. Oh, we didn't really show off the units, did we? Basically spear bots and we don't have this is the wrong city to be showing stuff off. Rocketville should be good. Rocketville is currently producing money. So again, spear bots, sword bots, halberders, and cavalry are pretty much the same as regular units of these type. Spearbots, these are spearmen, cheapest unit. These guys are good though because normal spearmen have 1 melee and 2 armor, but because we're robot type things or cyborgs, whatever you want to call them, they get a bonus of +4 to their armor, so they're 1 and 6, and that makes them pretty tough for a spearman. Against other spearmen, it'll, the other spearmen will struggle against these guys because that extra little armor just makes them harder to hit. So, engineers, these are very nice little engineering units. Not only are they engineers, they're also healers too. They repair constructs. So if you throw them into an army with other constructs, mainly the other Soultrapped, and they got damaged, these guys will heal them faster than a priest will. The tech priests also do healing, but their healing is, oh sorry, that's the healing spell. Reconstruct, that's something else. Healer. So healing the units at to its 25% of its maximum heal each turn. So these guys have a 25% heal. These have a 50% heal. Oops.
I do not think oops means what you think it means.
Their repair is 50%, so they actually heal faster than priests do. So if you got a bunch of injured constructs in an army, throw an engineer in there, and boom, they heal that much faster. Even if they have a priest in it already, still do it. Still heal faster. But they suck at combat, so don't bring them to combat. And then sword bots are sword bots. Oh, and all these units are susceptible to lightning. They take more damage from lightning stuff, but otherwise they're fine. And they're all wall crushers too, which means city walls don't mean anything to them really. Halberds are halberds. Catch a bit later. Need to go take a shower. Okay, Chris, thank you. Thank you for watching though. Cavalry is cavalry, just, it's what it is. Settlers are settlers, and the priests. The only thing that makes the priests different really is their reconstructability. And what this does is it allows them to bring back to life a construct during combat. If it dies, they can bring it back for the rest of combat, and then after combat they die. And they can't be raised any other way after you use that spell on them either. So say you have a, resurrection spell, it won't work if you if you do the reconstruct ability on them. So they're actually, the tree structure is pretty good. I'm enjoying. Once they get up to elite level, they're pretty good. Purifier, then regular healers, and construct, and they have a healing spell. And they have a choice in combat. They can either heal or they can bring something back to life. It's only one-time shot for either one of those. And then a yeet. I've only seen use this once. It's basically a ranged unit who throws this little bomb-like thing once. It seems okay. But again, I've only used it once, so I may need a little bit more testing. But it's an interesting idea. It's basically, like I said, it's basically a ranged unit who summons a bomb, and that's what it does. It only does it once. And we have the Soulless. This is basically a giant robot. There are giants, like stone giants, fire giants, those kind of deal. Basically same type of stats. It does melee, it does range, it's got decent armor, decent health. The main difference is these guys have a little bit more immunities, specifically to poison and death, because they're robots. And they also have a little bit more ammo. Most giants only have 2 shots of range attacks. These guys get 4. That's it. They're not as tough, I think, as fire giants, but they're, I think, fairly equal to the stone giants. Or hill giants, whatever they are. They're not bad. They're okay. And then we have a sub-trireme. This is basically the boat we get. There's really nothing special about it, other than it's a boat. It's a trireme, but it's a boat. It's got a different graphic and does a little ping noise when it moves. And then we have the soul cannon. So the soul cannons are special, somewhat. They're basically a artillery unit. They're about equal to most artillery units, I think. But what makes them special is you can only create they have they have immunities that most artillery units don't get, like illusions, poison, cold. Enchanted weapons, that's not too unusual for a ranged or artillery. And of course, they're susceptible to lightning. However, you need a specific building to recruit these guys. The Amplifier. The Amplifier building can only be built in cities that have a mana node within their border. So in this case, Rocketville doesn't have a node, so it can't build an Amplifier. Therefore, it can't recruit soul cannons. But we do have a city that does. And the upside to that And even if you don't want to use this city as a recruitment spot for those cannons, which we do because it's, I think, the only one currently. But the amplifier still gives you, as long as there's a node there, it gives you +8 to power, which is your spell power. So it's kind of like a religious building, like a shrine or a temple that generate power, but this one generates 8. And it acts just like one too, because it lowers the unrest by as well. And then of course it unlocks the cannon. Now, you say, well, what happens if you're in a city that has a node, but it's not a Soultrapped, so you don't get the cannon thing? Well, that's a possibility as well. In this case, Kragar. This is an orc city. It does have an amplifier. It can't recruit the cannons, but it's still producing the extra mana or power. So it's like having an extra religious building here. So we're still getting the 8 mana out of it, or 8 power. So this particular city is producing currently 11 power income, and it's building building the Parthenon, which is going to give us another 3 power. So that'll be just up to 14. So it's not bad. So that one's at 13. Why are you at 13? Oh, because you got the Alchemist Guild. Go along with not the bank. Parthenon. So again, get one of those amplifier buildings, and that'll add another 8 here. So we get to 21 power out of this city, if there was a node here, but there isn't. But that means, other cities can do it too. So anyway, all that talking. Questions again. There will be a test at the end of the stream. Okay, so let's get on the plane now. So Ronkaville, currently doing housing. I thought we were doing money. We're not producing any units right now because we don't have an abundance of food. So we're going to keep producing money. Why not build a Wizard Guild? Because it only brings us research but lowers our mana. We're trying to build our mana up. Even though it's a +42, we could afford it. I'd rather, not ding and dunk myself in the process. So, we already saw that. Lab City, build the bank, other buildings. Or get one of our other orc cities. Library and 3. Oh, that's right. This is our westernmost city. We should probably be concerned about its defenses. So let's get some walls in there next. And the barracks and we'll see how it goes after a few turns. Gear Town. Gear Town is building a Sage Guild to be finished in 5 turns. How much money do we have? We have 956. Sage Guild will give us research. Oh, this is the tower that gets us over to Mirror. Oh, we have purple roads. Because of that being sorcery, we do have to spell enchant roads, which makes all these guys magical roads, so they don't eat up as many movement points when you move your units across them. You got to flesh that out, though. We screwed up on our clicking a little bit. Anyway, I'll let that one go for a while. Orc magicians. So we're kind of building a little orc army here. Need more food. Yes. So actual units. So we have Bashan. Let's see his stuff. Bashan has a shield of endurance. We found that somewhere. We made him a cloak of flying, so he's flying. He needs a better bow. Wind. He's got a chainmail resistance. We made that for him. And a ring of flying for him as well. He needs a better weapon. And then we have Yer the Wind Mage. We made the staff for him. And we found that somewhere. And we found this one. He doesn't need the water walking because he's a wind walker. So he doesn't actually need this. But there's no one else really to give it to. So, but it gives the extra armor bonus. And we don't have anything else really to give him that'd be better. Help him with his defense. Because he doesn't have a ton of... He's at 7 armor. He's supposed to be level 5, I thought, because of that spell. Yeah, the spell hasn't... I don't know how that spell is supposed to work. The spell I'm talking about is hero training. Heroes gain greater understanding of the equipment they use and thus become instantly trained. Every hero in the service of the Wizards becomes a captain. That has not happened yet. Because captain is level 5. And for some reason, he hasn't. See, Bashan is level 7. He's level 2, and he's level 2. Right? Oh, no, I guess not. I thought Captain was level 5. Well, shit. That spell's not as good as I thought it was. All it does is gets him up to level 2. Or level 3. Whatever. I mean, it's better than being 0 or level 1, but... Oh well. Damn, I thought it was better than that. Okay. You guys. Oh, you guys are coming down here to explore. Let's see what these little orange points of interest. So if you're not familiar with these, the little orange, reddish, or orange beam, it's what we call a point of interest. At least that's what I call them. Those come in different colors. There's a yellow and there's the reddish orange. The yellow ones are the easier ones. These guys are a little bit more higher level. And if you go over to mirror, mirror, the oranges are, and the yellows are stronger than normal, or stronger than an Arcanus. And the reds are even stronger too. So these reds are the strongest of the points of interest because they're on mirror. We're not too worried about them right now. So anyway, we're going to see what these are. And this is a new guy. Yeah, he's got tech priests, 2 tech priests, 2 cannons, a Solus, that's the giant robot, and then 2 halberds and 1 cavalry. And he's a spellcaster. So, yo, it's a Fallen Temple. Night Stalkers. Oh, we're supposed to win this. These guys are invisible, though. And they have Death Gaze. That makes them bad. Are they invisible? They are invisible. So, invisibility is bad for us because most of our damage comes from range with the cannons and the priests and him. So we won't be able to hit these 3 at range. You have to wait until they come right on top of you when they can use their Death Gaze and kill you instantly. So I think the only thing safe from them is the giant because he's got death immunity. The little purple circle thing above his name, above the S and the first S in Solus, that's death immunity. Nobody else has that. So we're not going to do that. I mean, it says we're going to win, but somebody's going to die because there's 3 of these running around. They're Death Gaze. They're nasty, so we're not even going to worry about that one. We'll see what's down here, though. Oh, look, that's our turn. All that. Hey, Desperator, looking back. Yeah, I know. Just cover your eyes and don't have to look at them. Or use a mirror. I don't think it works that way, though. Anyway, this is one of our sub-trimes coming back to ship some stuff up to this area. This is our expansion continent. It's leveled up to veteran. This army is Sean's army. I think he is going... Oh, we didn't go after these guys because of the Wraith. A little too sketchy for them. But all the points of interest, except for that one, are cleared up. So he is going to go this way. Cross this little land bridge. Keep expanding this way. This is a high elf city, right? Yeah, high elves up there. 13 population. So we'll go see what that is. And there's another gate here, too. I don't know if this goes across or not. It might. It might be open. Okay, this is Wing the Beastmaster. He's just guarding this area. Making sure these guys understand that we do have a full army here. Now I'm trying to figure out what's the green stuff that they have buffs on. That's what that is. Okay. Oh, he's bringing some settlers up into this area, so it gets this started up there on the coastline. And here's our little scout unit, what do they call it? The Drona Scout. He's over in Mirror, just looking at stuff to see what he can see. So we want him to get over here. Just to see what's over here, so when we come through that gate, we'll have a little bit more info when we come through. It's ready? Okay, see what's in here. So it's a fallen temple again. It's only one Night Stalker. The Wraiths suck because they have life drain. When they do damage, they heal themselves. We can do this and see if we can win. Without having too many people die. It'll be fun. Oh, he's not invisible. We have a spell on us somewhere that's making it so we can see him. Oh, and it remembers that it's 4 times speed. Yeah. Now it just has to remember that we have the combat log open. So, it's the spells. Firebolt. Fusion is not going to work on them because they're undead. Phantasm Warrior is pretty pointless. Tech Sprite for a little bit more firepower. Lightning Bolt to blast them. Illusionary effects, that's not going to help us, I don't think. Do this. Cast that on you. So now every time somebody gets near these guys or hits them, they take fire damage. Fusion won't work. Set that. I don't know, I'm thinking of a sprite. We can bring out 2 of these for the extra firepower. Little bit. It helps. Oh, we still can't hit him with range, though, because he is technically invisible. But at least we know where he is. That's the important part. So kill the Wraiths. Kill those Wraiths. That's our turn. There's the dangerous part. Ow. Ow. So we're getting decimated now. We could bring them back. He doesn't have any more mana, so I can't blast him either. Sorry. How'd that happen? Okay, keep beat. Let's bring something back. Like go reconstruct. No units can be brought back. Okay, so I don't understand the purpose of the spell then. Repairs fallen construct units, giving them back full health, but blah blah blah. Are these guys not construct units? Because for some reason the spell doesn't work. Maybe it is these guys? Construct. Okay, so there's that. So these guys aren't constructs? I thought they were. That says construct there. They're construct units. I think it's pretty much sure. I'm pretty sure it's a bug. It's gotta be. I should probably report it, huh? Hey, Hobo, welcome back. Happy Monday. So, this spell. Reconstruct does not actually work on constructs. It's supposed to. That's the whole point of the spell. Lightning bolt or warp lightning is better. Let's smack these guys down. Go warp lightning. Yeah, this isn't decimating at all. Okay, so all their good units are dead. Oh, sorry, the Night Stalker's still up. Again. I would have them a skill to do. We only have 7 skill points left, so no more spells for us. All back. Yeah, beating up that guy's gonna be a real problem. We don't have anybody really. Oh, the giant might be able to do it. Oh, he doesn't have any more ammo. Oops. He'll be fine. Oh, because he's engaged in melee, we can see him. Okay, so we lost 2 units. That sucks, but we got stuff. Cloak of Fear. Causes fear. Picked up some money. Of course, we use all that mana. Got some fame. Oh, we learned Fireball spell. Go Chaos. Okay, so there too. So we need. Oh. So we lost all our melee. Rocketville. We need some melee people. Halberds, or is it called Cavalry? Spend a little money so we get 2 units going next turn. Everybody leveled up at least. You guys are trespassing. You're really pissing me off. Where's that gate? It's over here. Okay, so that. So this is the gate to Arcanus. So this is where we want to start settling, if we can. It's a cave. 2 freak, 3 elementals. The elite army, though, so I think we can take this. And it's time. Oh, look, we can do confusion. He wants to be confused. You want to be confused. You are. Oh, he is confused. Little red triangle there means he is confused. Probably went too far there. He'll leave free. The non-confused one. Then we'll kill his friend after. First strike. Outering. Now he's flying, so he can't really do much against him with our normal guys. But all we have to do is also wait for him to come to our team, and it's over. Oh, sorry. Where'd you come from? Go. We were just waiting for the confused Ifrit to come over to our team because, you know, he's confused. So, fame, money, mana, cloak of protection, +2 to resistance. So, that worked. Sure, he understands he's not welcome over here. This is my territory. I don't go into his territory. He doesn't come into mine. That's the agreement. See what this is. Oh, we know what this is. 2 earth golems. Earth elemental, sorry. 25 with melee, 30 hits. They don't have range attack though, right? They do not. And we have nothing but ranged here. Question is there enough to kill them before they get to us? Probably not, so we're going to need a little bit of assistance there, probably. Okay, Orc Town.
Hello, Gimpy. It is time to take a break.
Okay, if you say
Go
so.
check on the dogs.
So, Alchemist Guild in 4.
Your next break is in 1 hour.
This gets us more power, and units produced here get plus 10% chance to hit. There's no mithril. But the power. Do we want to wait 4 turns? Sure. And we'll resume this turn when I get back from my break, because I do need to get up, get some water, see what Miss Skimpy and the dogs are up to. I will be back in a few minutes. Thank you all very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.